Hello, powerful one. Welcome to yet another edition of Inner Growth with Osaizwa Elemihe. Today, we are discussing how to get out of that ugly situation. I am your host, Osaizwa Anthony Elemihe. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. Yes, that ugly situation. How to get out of it? Step number 1. Don't fight the situation. Don't hate the situation. Acknowledge it for what it is. Be grateful that you were powerful enough to put yourself in such a situation. The understanding we have been trying to propagate on this channel is that there is nothing that happens to us outside our allowances. We create things that happen to us. Therefore, we must acknowledge that power and not give it to someone else, to external realities. Acknowledge the fact that you created it, and therefore that acknowledgement also gives you the power, the understanding that you can decreate it. Don't forget, life is about create, and create. As long as you breathe, as long as you are alive, you are consistently creating your reality. Therefore, don't fight it. Don't resist it. Acknowledge it for what it is. Remember one thing, before any reality can become physical, it has to be an emotion. It has to be inside. You have to feel it on your inside first. Therefore, if you are feeling bad about your situation, you are perpetuating it. You are keeping it going. Therefore, create a new reality by first of all acknowledging that you created this and you only can take yourself out of it. That's number 1. Number 2, get conscious. It simply means wake up. You've been sleeping. Don't forget that when you are conscious, when you are awake, nothing evil can happen in your life. But because you are often out of consciousness, you are always flowing with the program that is recorded in your subconscious level. The programs will run and generate these realities that are unsavory unto you. So when Christ was talking about the parable of the kingdom, he likened it to a man who cleared a field and sowed wheat. He said, at night, while men slept, the evil one went in and sowed tares or thorns or weed, if you want to look at it that way. It is when you are out of consciousness that the evil ones manifest. We all have programs inside of us that are unsavory. When we are awake, we will be able to checkmate these things on their tracks, and they don't get to become realities. Psychologists have told us that at least 70% of the thoughts in us are negative. Therefore, they are disempowering thoughts. And thought will always generate the belief, which is born by emotion. And in order for us to checkmate them, we have to be conscious. One of the ways of being conscious is to meditate. Meditation helps to pull you out of the external world and take you into the inner world. And it's able to help you to be aware of what is going on your inside and be able to know when a thought is running circles around you. That's the first thing. And the more you meditate, the more power you have to control your feelings. The more power you have to control your thoughts. The more power you have to check your emotions. Do it first thing in the morning, set your tone for the day, and then throughout the day, remember that you are a conscious entity. Remember what tone you've set for your day and make sure that your lifestyle follows that level. If at all at any point you fall into your subconscious role, remember who you are and bring yourself back. Stay conscious. The more you practice it, the more you get used to it, and the more you'll be able to overcome all the negativity, because all our wishes, all our desires, they are at the conscious level. But the things we do not wish for, that we do not desire, they are loaded in our subconscious on the basis of the experiences of our physical environment, the experiences we gathered, we absorbed as children. Now we get to the third point: know your system. Now we understand that when it comes to creating reality, we are dealing with the mind. And mind is powered by data. When we talk about data, we are talking about thoughts. We're talking about feelings. We're talking about emotions, which eventually all put together. Thoughts, feelings, emotion creates belief. Now, when we have a belief, we know that we have a very powerful reality generator. And it is something that no amount of logic can quench. The only thing that can quench a belief is consciousness. Stay aware of it and stop it. Now, in order to be able to successfully stop this, you have to take advantage of your nature, which is know the frequencies that your mind and in fact your physical body operates on across the day. As I'm talking to you right now, and as you are listening to me, we are very conscious, we are very high and alert. It's a work mode we are in, like when you are reading a book, when you are taking notes in the lecture hall or listening to a lecture. We are at the beta mode right now. There is no amount of indoctrination that can happen to us at this level, unless somebody is able to generate anger, some form of emotion which lowers our consciousness. That's only when it can happen. But for now, we are very conscious, we are very awake. Then when you move away from this level, you get to the next level, which is the alpha mode, which is a bit calm. At the alpha mode too, nobody can indoctrinate you. You are conscious and you are logical. These are the levels of creativity, beta and alpha. When you move below alpha, you come to the magical brainwave mode, which is theta. At the theta brainwave mode, we learn by absorbing. We just pick everything around us. That is the brainwave that children operate at. From age 0 to 7, they are operating at this level. That is why they can learn any language, they can learn anything. They absorb the characters of their parents, the characters of the adults around them. They pick them. Now that theta brainwave mode is what also happens when we are about going to sleep. When you see somebody dozing, he has gotten there. It is that level of hypnosis. Anything that happens that is being said around that person at that time, they just find their way straight through the subconscious gateway. They bypass the gatekeepers and go straight and form a program. This is why in my other video I was saying, mind where you sleep. In fact, I add to it, mind the person around whom you sleep. Now, when you cross the theta brainwave, you get to the other brainwave level, which is delta, which is deep sleep. When you are in a state of deep sleep, there is nothing anybody can say to you that will affect you because you are gone. You are locked out. You are a bit safe. But it is that moment of trying to sleep, that drowsy moment, and when you are just waking up from sleep, because when you wake up from sleep, you leave delta, you come straight to theta. At that theta brainwave mode, it is the magical moment. At that time, take advantage of yourself then. Please, 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 and please, I will beg you, if you are the kind of person that watches the news a lot, you binge on news, it's okay, you are gathering information, that is all right. But please, I would advise you not to let yourself sleep off while watching the news. If you listen to the news until you doze off and sleep, my friend, you are absorbing all the negative information that is in the news. Don't forget that the news is about negativity most of the times. That is where our Nigerians have gathered this negativity. You see virtually every Nigerian carrying this negative information, carrying these negative emotions about their country. It is where they have been programmed. See, programs on TV, they are called programs. What does program mean? It means that, yes, like I have been telling you, they are programs. They are information content meant to condition the people who are watching them. And if you are in your delta mode, if you are in your, that is, you slept off, that's not a problem. If you are in your alpha mode or you are in the beta mode, they cannot program you. You can always logically reason it. But if the news item, the news analysis, the news opinion had already hit you at the theta mode before now, and they are now presenting it again. Even if you're in your alpha mode or beta mode, you will just flow with them. Yes, normal. It's not a confirmation of what you already have felt. People actually wake up. They just find themselves feeling sad. They don't know why they are sad. Now, there are people right now, many of us Nigerians, when you mention Nigeria to them, they go crazy. They just lose it. They just drop. Their tone drops. That's because they are functioning at a program level. They have been hypnotized to hate their country. Because the more you feel negative about anything, the more you perpetuate that thing. If the large percentage of Nigerians right now are negative about their country, therefore we are seeing negativity perpetuates. And those who are benefiting from the negativity are so happy. They are making sure that the news keeps going on with such negativity so that they can have their way. You are not being socially responsible by all these things. Reprogram yourself. And again, it has to do, most of the information we even have about our finances, about our lives, about marriages, about relationships, are also coming from programs we watch. Now, I beg you, don't watch a program that you are not certain of and go to sleep. Don't. Because the moment you are dozing, they suck in. And I told you, when you are in a public transport, please don't sleep. When you're in a public environment where people are making noises, talking, playing all kinds of music content, please don't sleep. Stay awake. Because the moment you are dozing, those things seep into you. It is a warning, and I beg you to heed it. I talk about giving value. The universe we are living in is a transactional field. It is about giving and taking. It is what you give that you get back. Oh God. If you give love, you get love back. If you give abundance, you get abundance back. If you give anything, you get it back. Christ said in the Bible, he said, give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measures, pressed down, shaking together, running over, so shall men give unto your bosom. The measure with which you give is also what the world will give back to you. Now you are saying, I have been listening to this program, reading great books on motivation, inspiration, read Bible, attend seminars on wealth creation, on wealth management, relationship and everything. It is not working. Why? Yes, you have started well by listening to content that enrich your mind and instigates you to think positively. That's good. Positive thinking is not enough. So when you have tried all other steps from 1 to 3 and you still feel that they are not working, go for the 4th one. This one will make it happen. It is giving. You know, you have to give. Now, what you say, I don't have money. I don't have resources. I'm trying to come out of my poverty. How do I? Simple. I was on a website where it said donate from $0 and above. And isn't that funny? $0. What does that mean? Simple. You may not have money to give, but you see what? Your goodwill is acceptable. When people come to you with a plate asking for money you don't have, you look at the person and say, God bless you. I wish you fulfillment. I wish you success in your endeavor. And you really mean it, my brother. It is beautiful. Because this is it. Everything we need in this life is energy. Money is energy. Car is energy. The house you live in is energy. Farm, wife, children, every being, they are all energies. Therefore, when you allow somebody else to have what they want to have from your inside, as in giving them goodwill and blessings, my brother, my sister, you have given. That is the idea. Give. The things that you want to get, don't deny other people that thing. Give them. Wish them well. When you see somebody succeeding, be happy for that person and even bless the person with the capacity to enjoy it further. Okay? Learn to appreciate people, because one of the natures of life is generosity. You want to get the best from life, therefore give the best to life, and life will give you its best. What is your best? What are we talking about? Your life should be an expression of value. You may not have anything material to give anybody, but please give people goodwill, give people love, give people understanding. Which, when you look at people, smile at people, be nice to people, be generous to people. Don't join those who knock others down. You go to a restaurant, somebody serves you. If you have money for a tip, give that tip. Give it with love and bless the person with the tip. Bless you, my brother. Bless you, my sisters. You leave the tip with them. Life will come back to you. And there are other things you can do that will not cost you anything. Add value to people. Give advice. Give love. Just be nice. That's it. And you may not be a nice person for now, but practice it. Every day, check your time and ask yourself, what have I done today? Have I met up with the standard of niceness that I want to be kind, to be generous to people? Good. Be non-discriminatory. Check my other video that I talk about non-discrimination, the enterprise mentality, and the rest of them. You will see the kind of content I put there. You know, non-discrimination, generosity, and abundance. These three characteristics of nature, exercise them, practice them. You get it. Don't be like those children that are traveling on the journey. Say, are we there yet? No, don't do that. Just enjoy the journey. You may not have the money now. You may not have the things to give now, but let the process of these things become your pleasure. Enjoy the fact that you are getting, you are becoming a better person at least. Because when you become a better person, when you begin to earn, when you begin to live at that level of life, you will enjoy it better. For instance, if you need a relationship right now, if you are not a good person, you have not attained that level of goodness, it is a human being like you now that you will attract. The question you have to ask yourself, will you date yourself? Will you marry yourself? If the answer is no, then you are not ready to get married or date. So become that person you want to meet, you want to relate with, and then person will come to you. That is just the relationship angle of life. So give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measures, pressed down, shaking together, running over. The thing is that whatever you give life, when life is returning it to you, it is more than double. Thank you.